Hey guys, it's Miss Seidel here. I am going to go through a dihybrid cross with you. Um, so the first thing that you want to do is figure out what two traits you're looking at. And let's say that we've got two traits. We will say we've got eye color, which we are going to show with a big E for um, purple eyes and a little e for green eyes. And then we're also going to look at tail length with a big T, the dominant trait for a long tail, and a little t for a short tail. Okay, so let's start off. Say we have a female that we are going to cross with a male, and the genotype of this female happens to be heterozygous for both traits. So big E, big T, little t. Now notice her genotype has 4 letters. So that's more than we typically see, but that's because we're looking at two traits at the same time. So, and we will say that our male is also heterozygous for both traits. So the first thing we need to do is figure out the possible combinations of the eye trait and the tail trait that could be in each of the gametes produced by each of these individuals. So they could have a gamete with a big E and a big T, or it could be a big E and a little t. It could be a little e and a big T, or a little e and a little t. And the same goes for the male since he has the same genotype. So what we would do is we would set up our dihybrid cross to look something like this. So we'll draw our really big square. I'm going to try and give yourself some room because within each of these squares is going to be 4 different letters. And we're going to put the possible gamete combinations at the top. So we can have big E, big T, big E, little t, big T, and little e, little t. And then we'll do the same thing along the side because both of our individuals that we're crossing have the same genotype. So big E, big T, big E, little e, big T, and I didn't spread these out very well, did I? And little e, little t. All right, so draw our squares. Hopefully I can fit those in here. So these would combine to make big E, big E, big T, big T. I like to keep my alleles for the same trait together. It just makes it easier for me to go through and look at the genotypes afterwards. Little e. And then the next one, big E. You may want to pause the video right here, see if you can fill in the rest of these squares, and then resume it and see if you get the same thing. And I apologize if you hear my dog snoring in the background. He's laying behind my desk right now. Oops, that's supposed to be a little e. I don't know what happened there. Big T, little t. Okay, so this is what you get as all of the possibilities and the possible combinations of alleles in our offspring. It doesn't mean that they're going to have 16 offspring and they're each going to have each of these genotypes. We just have a 1 in 16 chance of getting the genotypes that are in any of these cells right here. So that is how you work the mechanics of doing a dihybrid cross. You may be asked to look at the phenotypes too, and you'll notice that some of these genotypes actually do give you the same phenotype. So let's go through and we are going to take a look at the different possible phenotypes that you could get with this. So let me see if I can erase some of the bottom of this square, and we can right here. There, I guess it's going to erase the whole thing for me. Redraw that. Okay, so we want to look at, let me change the color of the ink as well. All right, so let's take a look at, let's see, purple eyes, long tail, and all of the, so remember if we scroll back up here, we can see that our purple eyes, that's dominant. So if we have a capital E, they'll have purple eyes, and a long tail is also dominant. So capital T, it will be a long tail. So I'm going to put a slash through all of the, or I guess maybe we could do a dot. Just make it a little bit bigger. A dot for all of the boxes that would have purple eyes and a long tail. So that would be one. There, so that's all purple eyes and a long tail. And if you count those up, we should have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9, oops, change that. 9 out of 16. There. We'll change our color again and take a look at purple eyes, short tail. Purple eyes, short tail. So again, I'll put a dot with in all the boxes that will have a purple eyes and a short tail. So that would be this one, purple eyes, short tail, purple eyes, short tail, and I think that's good. So that is 3 out of 16. Pick a different color, and we are going to be looking at green. Was it green eyes that we looked? That is our recessive, yes, green eyes. So green eyes, long tail, and that would be green eyes and a long tail. This would be green eyes and a long tail, and that would be green eyes and a long tail. So again, this is 3 out of 16. And then finally, you have 1 square left. So our 1 square left right here is green eyes and a short tail. You have 1 out of 16 that will possibly have green eyes and a short tail. So that is dihybrid crosses. Remember, dihybrid crosses just refer to a cross with 2 different traits. I hope that was helpful, and feel free to email me with any questions, and I'm happy to work through some more problems with you.